Hi everybody, welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are making beef tacos or beef taco salads, whichever you prefer. And there are two main reasons that I love this meal. First of all, it is so easy. It's ready in 30 minutes. I usually have the ingredients in my fridge and pantry. The second reason I love this dinner is that it is so easy and flexible for people with different food sensitivities or preferences. What you can do is you set out a bowl of chips, a stack of tortillas, and then all your fixings. So then everybody can just build their own tacos. They can make their own taco, they can make their own taco salad, they can make nachos, whatever they like, and there's not like a power struggle there, if you have kids especially, about what's going in and what's left out, and it just makes dinner time a little easier and a little more peaceful, at least from the start. That's all I can give you, is just the beginning. It starts out a little easier. And of course, this is hearty, satisfying, and delicious, but I'm guessing you already knew that. All right, let's get started. So first step, let's cook our beef. And for that, I have 1 pound of grass-fed and finished lean ground beef. This is an 85% lean. I often get the 90% lean. It just depends on what they have in stock. Now to open the beef, if you buy it in this little square, I just take a knife and cut a big cross right down the back, like this. I'm gonna turn the fire to about medium high, and then we'll just squeeze out our ground beef like this. All right, now we'll toss this and I'll wash my hands. So for the beef, I like to use just like a wooden spoon, but it's flat, so it's a wooden spatula. And I just use that to kind of chop up the ground beef in the pan, like this. I know a lot of you are just cooking for, say, 1 or 2 people. And so if 1 pound of ground beef is too much for you, you can cook the ground beef and then only use half for the tacos and then use half for, say, an easy meat sauce for spaghetti. I have that also on my channel. You could serve it with pasta or zoodles. So there's a way to make 2 meals out of this if you aren't needing tacos for 4. And then to season the ground beef, what I use is some garlic powder, onion powder, a little oregano or Mexican oregano, and then some smoked paprika, and then salt. Feel free to add more if you like. I like to keep it really simple. Again, like I said, I try to make this delicious for, you know, people with all different kinds of preferences, and I find this mild seasoning does just that. So we'll start with about a teaspoon of salt. Now we'll do about a ½ teaspoon garlic powder. And this will get to the point where you don't even have to measure. You can just sprinkle some on. It's very flexible. You can't get it wrong. Isn't that nice? Okay, then we'll do our onion powder. Next is smoked paprika. Oh, it has the best scent. It's real smoky and I love it. It's not spicy or anything. It's just a smoky flavor. And you can do, a ½ teaspoon, a ¼ teaspoon, whatever you like. Then I usually do a pinch of some dried oregano. And of course we can do some black pepper in there as well. Now, if that is not enough seasoning for you, let's not make this personal. Just feel free to add more anytime. Now, what has it been, about maybe 5 minutes? And this is done. I mean, this is the bulk of the meal. This ground beef is looking great. Okay, let me grab a bowl for this. And what I like to use for serving this taco bar is these they're called pasta bowls. They're from Williams-Sonoma. And I can put a link to them. These are the open kitchen pasta bowls, so they're really affordable. And I love these bowls. They're great for, like I said, serving things kind of buffet style. Ooh, you know, I forgot. Another thing you can add to this if you want to add a little more flavor or richness is a little bit of tomato paste. That goes great and adds another flavor in there. You could also dice up onions, crush your own garlic, Add some jalapenos, add some chipotle powder, ancho chili powder, all kinds of stuff to really make this your own. Now, while I have my hot pan over here that's already dirty, what I'm gonna do is cut up some onion and then cook that a little bit. Then you can have some cooked onions or onions and peppers to go on your tacos. So to cut an onion, I'm just gonna go down right here and then down through this stem end here. Then we peel off the outside. And then since we're cutting this into rings, I'm just gonna go straight down like this. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I did switch cutting boards. This is the one I use for fruits and vegetables. And then I have a different cutting board that I use for onions and garlic. And that way we're not getting onion and garlic flavor in our apples. So I am kind of picky about this. My kids, I always have to remind them, what cutting board are you using? They can go over that in therapy later, I know. So now we'll pull off the other side here. If that's the worst thing they have to talk about, I think we're doing all right. Love this knife. It's a Zyliss knife, and you can get a whole set for, I think it's like 30 bucks. You can get 6 knives for about 30 bucks, and they're fabulous knives. And they're so easy to keep up. Just put our onions over here in the pan, which is so nice. It's already dirty. We don't have to get out another pan. Crank it up to about medium heat. You can add a little olive oil in there if needed, and then just kind of let these cook. You don't have to do much to cook onions. All right, and while we're at it, I figured why not add some bell peppers. These are mini snacking bell peppers, same as the bigger ones. I'm gonna cut a few of those up and then saute those after the onions. I just cut down one side, cut down the other side, go all the way around, and then give that a slice down the middle. So for the onions, we're just going to give that a stir every couple of minutes just to make sure it's not getting too brown. And then we can also season with a little salt. You don't need a lot because onions do cook down quite a bit, so don't add a lot of salt because you'll end up with a small amount of onions that's over salted. Same goes for spinach. Put a little more oil in there. Cook these for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then the peppers for about the same, about 8 minutes is fine. And then we'll set those out and move on to, I've got some really fun things to show you. I'm gonna show you my cilantro-lime sauce, which is incredible. I'll also show you how to make some homemade corn tortilla chips in the air fryer and some other hacks. So stick around. Okay, the onions are about done. We have seasoned them with salt. I'll add a little black pepper in there. And then we've got another one of our pasta bowls. You can just move our onions right over there. Looks good. Use our same pan here to cook the peppers. So I'll start with a little olive oil in the pan. Nice hot pan, about medium-high heat. Now we'll add our sliced bell peppers right to the pan. A little pinch of salt in there. And it is starting to smell really good in here. Some pepper. And same thing, we'll just stir that around and cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes until soft. Now, we're gonna make this cilantro-lime sauce, which is my absolute favorite sauce. I've been making it for years, and it makes everything better. First, we'll start with 1 bunch of cilantro. Now what I like to do is, usually there's a rubber band down here at the end, and then you'll just twist about at that rubber band, and that gets most of the harder stems off. Cilantro does have stems in it, but they're soft enough where you don't have to get all of them out. You don't have to only eat the leaves. You can eat the stems as well, and the stems do have a lot of good flavor. So you can see there are still a lot of stems in there, and that's okay. As long as we took off the harder, dirtier ones, that's all we meant to do. Now we'll take this over and rinse it like we do lettuce and then dry it the same way. Then we'll take our salad spinner top here and just dry those herbs right off. There's our cilantro ready to go. Okay, Peppers are done, so I'll add those over to my onions. Then these are ready to serve. Doesn't that look delicious and beautiful? Yum. Makes a great vegetarian taco too. So now back to our cilantro lime sauce. I'm gonna start with my about a half bunch cilantro. With some stems is okay. And just shove that in there. Then we'll use about a 1/4 cup of Hellmann's mayo. And then 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. Next is about 1 tablespoon lime juice, and then a good pinch of salt, and you can always season more after you taste it. So we'll give this a quick mix. Love this sauce. I'll have a little taste here. It is so refreshing with the lime and cilantro. A little tang from the Greek yogurt. It's so good. Serve this on fish tacos, grilled fish, grilled chicken. Oh, you're gonna love this one. So good. For serving, I'm gonna move my cilantro lime sauce right over there. Add a spoon and we're ready to go. Okay, I also want to show you real quick, another great side dish to go with your beef tacos or taco salads is some real easy rice. And if you are not a rice cooker owner, I have to tell you, I love this gadget. We'll start with 1 cup of long grain basmati rice. Then we'll add 1 teaspoon salt. These measurements are so easy to remember. It's just 1 cup rice, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 cups water. So we'll pour our water right in there. Then we'll give that a little stir to make sure the salt gets mixed around. And then we'll put the lid on, and all you do now is just switch the button to cook, like that. And then in about 20 minutes, the rice is done and it stays warm until you're ready to serve it. So huge fan of this. I can put a link to it hopefully in the video, and if not, I will put it below in the description box. And also on my website, you can shop my kitchen favorites. So check those places, and if not, you can always email me and I'll be happy to send you the link. Now to serve the tacos, you'll definitely need some sort of Now to serve the tacos, you'll need some tortillas, either corn or flour, or some tortilla chips, which you can use to make nachos or just serve alongside a taco salad. And a quick plug for this amazing company in Austin, Texas. It's a restaurant in Austin called El Patio, and it's been in Austin forever. I can remember it from when I was very young. And they now sell tortilla chips at the grocery store. I found it in both our Randall's Safeway and also in our H-E-B's. And they are fantastic. They're the best bagged tortilla chips that I have found. So if you have these in your grocery store, if you happen to pass by and see El Patio, I definitely recommend giving these a try. Now, if you don't have those or you want to make something a little lighter, I also want to show you how to make some homemade corn tortilla chips in the air fryer. So many of you have air fryers and are looking for good recipes, so this is a fun and easy one to try. You'll just need a stack of corn tortillas, and then I'm going to cut those into quarters. Again, loving my nice sharp knife for this. And then we can just spread those out. And what we'll do is, if you have an olive oil mister, you can spray some of that on, or if you don't, you can use a little pastry brush and some olive oil in a bowl, and you'll just want to brush that on. Doesn't need to get everything, all the corners, just a little brush on top is fine. Just adding a little extra crispness to the tortilla. Okay, this looks good. Now we can get a little salt. You can sprinkle a little salt on these guys. You can also do a little after. The This is my Cosori air fryer, and I've used it on the show several times. If you'd like more information on this air fryer, check the description below or my website, or you can always send me an email if you're looking for recipes for your air fryer or which air fryer to get. I really do like this one a lot. Okay, so then we'll just open the drawer here and we'll lay our chips. I'm gonna lay them face down with the oil side down. You can fit about 6 or 8 at once. There we go, I think we've got 8 in there, and then I'm going to brush a little more oil on the back side. Okay, those look good, and we can do a little more salt on the back side. And then we're going to pop those in the air fryer. So we've got it at 350, and now we're gonna adjust the time to 5 minutes. So time goes down. I think we'll go 6 minutes. It's about 5 to 7 minutes if your air fryer is preheated. So if you've done several batches of these, it's probably gonna be more like 5 minutes in the later batches. But starting off, let's do around 6 minutes, and we'll just push start. For the chips, you will want to open the basket and just take a peek and see if any of them got kind of on top of each other. You spread them out a little bit. You can give them a flip if you want to. It's not necessary since the air circulates, but then we'll go ahead and finish cooking that. And while those finish cooking, I'm going to cut up some lettuce and some tomatoes and set out some cheese. I've just got grated cheese here. It's a Mexican blend, and we'll just put some of that in a cup here. There we go. Next up, how about some tomatoes? I love the tomatoes on the vine. I think they have such a great flavor. Next up is some lettuce. This is just iceberg lettuce. It's really easy and affordable. I just chop it real finely like this. Then if you see some big kind of white pieces, you can pull those out. Okay, so these are a little toastier than I had planned, but I bet they'll be delicious. So we'll pour those out. If you want to add a little lime juice on there, you can drizzle some on. A little extra salt. And let's make up another batch. So we'll just put our tortillas in here in the air fryer, same as before. Be careful though, the drawer is hot now. Now these go in for about 5 minutes. Can't wait to try one. I hope they're not too hot. Oh, yum. So good. So simple and so easy. Oh my God. And basically no oil, just a tiny little bit. Thanks so much for joining us on Marie's Kitchen. Today we made this easy and delicious ground beef tacos or ground beef salad. We made peppers and onions to go with it, along with some rice in our rice cooker and some homemade chips in our air fryer. I can't wait to hear if you try this or if you think you might. Leave me a comment and let me know. Also, if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. It means so much to me and also to YouTube. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. I've got lots more videos coming up with easy recipes just like this, and I don't want you to miss any of them. For this recipe and more, head over to my website, mariesaba.com. There you can go and print out this recipe and all my recipes, put them in a notebook, and make your very own Marie's Kitchen cookbook for free. My goal is to give you some really easy recipes that turn out great every time, so you can build some confidence in the kitchen and feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love. From my kitchen to yours. Thank you.